Solar's stats to remind you guys. He's only 4-4 versus Protoss. He was early on like 4-1 for a really long time. Then he lost a lot of important ZVPs in the GSL. But when you look at his recent GSL results, he does look very strong against Protoss. I mean, this guy is not like the best Zerg versus Protoss in the world. I would actually give that to Roro, but still, he's up there.
He's up there. He's up there for sure. But yeah, he ain't no Roro, that's for sure. He can definitely get it done, especially against Swagger. Obviously, going to have to be very careful of the timing attacks. And here is Swagger.
I like the hair. Good style.
He got a hair cut a little bit shorter. 49-62, showing that Pro League history. 1-4 this season, though, and 1-2 versus Zerg. If you look at his recent 5 games, he is 1-4. So a bit on the shaky side otherwise. Solar looking a lot better in recent times. He's also not in the GSL. Another thing to keep in mind. But a pro gamer with a lot of experience. A lot more than Solar has. Let's see if he can actually take a win here. He's coming off of the win of Dream. That momentum is in MVP's favor right now. The map is loading. Everybody is ready. Let's go to game number 2 to find out if Solar could tie this up for Samsung.
LTA는 SK텔레콤.
Up here in the top left in the pink for Samsung Galaxy Con, it's Solar.
And to the top right, you have...
You just said moya.
Like what?
Oh, his probe's messed up, so he was kind of upset about that. It's Killer, that's his ID, but yeah, his probes did a little weird split. He's actually really angry about that.
I'm surprised you didn't say something else.
He may have, actually, for all we know. Something like, oh no, my probes didn't split.
Yeah, something.
A high chance of that.
Yeah, something like that.
So he's going to have a slightly delayed pylon here. Not going to be like a game ender.
No, nothing at all like that. But yeah, bit annoying for sure. And we do see that pylon going down in the lower ramp, so it's going to be Forge. What does that mean?
That one is beyond me.
He came from an island on a boat.
Yeah. He said he was sad. He was sad about something, and so he came. I think is what it said.
No, that was the name of the island.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. We had some girl scream too. What was that about?
At the bottom it said Roro Jing.
Yeah.
Oh, Guillaume. Yeah. Like cute Roro.
Oh, okay.
Like Roro's not here though, so
he's not playing.
Awkward.
Are we going to see a pool? I think we will, considering how fast this probe came out, and there it is.
Yeah, I mean, he has to. Even if he was just going to Nexus first with the probe or this scouting this early, you can't even get the hatchery down because it's going to block it. The only alternative is if you hit your drone behind the minerals or something, then you can get it up.
Yeah, but like, every time there's a probe scout that fast, it's always a Forge. But considering he forced the pool out, he's going to go for Nexus first.
Yeah, he forces things to be his way. But, ooh.
Gold base.
Goldilocks, man.
We saw this from Sulky just yesterday.
Yeah.
Kind of ninjaing a drone out, getting the gold, and getting the naturals third.
And so probably like, ha, I denied your base for so long. It's going so well.
I'm winning for sure at this point.
Yeah.
Wrong.
So...
Ooh. He really wanted that probe kill. Not going to get it there.
Nope. Not even another tap would do it. It's gone beyond the threshold.
There's that Forge. So not playing too greedy.
Do you remember when there was a bug in the beta where drones couldn't like hit units that were like would turn in a square, and the drone would always like try to grab it, but it would miss, and then the probe could just continue to go in a square, and you like could never hit it?
That's so frustrating. I remember that.
People were upset. It was fixed.
Yeah.
My knowledge.
Thank God. It wasn't like brutal fix though, where you could actually like move and attack at the same time, which is something I really miss.
Yeah. The probes can be a little bit slidey still.
They can be a little bit slidey.
Hawaii Rice taught me that. They're always talking about how slidey probes are. They're super slidey though.
And yeah, kind of very standard sort of Forge, fast expand against 3 hatch before gas kind of play.
3 hatch before gas gold, so a lot of money on this one.
A lot of money, but also a very vulnerable position, especially to Blink Stalkers, as we saw yesterday, and as well as for Immortal All-Ins as well.
Yeah. This queen is making the journey.
Yeah.
Making the trek.
She's pretty old, pretty slow, but she's making it.
She'll get there.
She's going.
She'll get there.
She's trekking it. Got to go up that hill. Get ready. Oh, got to go up that hill. It's tough, but you can make it, queen. You can do it. Oh, she made it. She's on creep. She's all right. Gets that inject off.
Great observing by the observer, by the way.
We watched that
Shout out to the
journeyman.
observer.
Really wanted to see that.
I know the documentary Trudge of the Queens is coming out in 2016. I highly recommend it.
It's going to go for like 10 hours.
It's about the journey of True's queens across the map when he played against Zest with a Speedling queen all in.
Oh, yeah.
It's a really great documentary.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And Stargate.
Stargate, yep. Very, very common on this map for sure. Gives you a lot of scouting ability, as well as good harass, especially in the goal base, if there's no Spore up in time.
And I really like the position of this. That's not where you would expect it.
Yeah, it's a good position. I mean, no Overlord behind the natural or anything like that.
Well, as I say that Overlord is going right towards it. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is very hard for the Protoss to kind of deny any scouts this early unless they kind of chrono out a Stalker, but yeah, they're going to scout it straight away, so he's gonna know exactly what's going on. And he can even keep the Overlord nearby and see exactly what's being warped in from the Stargate, because there's no threat of it being killed.
Well, Stargate is done. Sees the Phoenix.
It'll have to be Phoenix for sure, because there's no way an Oracle is going to find any work when it's been completely scouted like that.
Yeah, man, the job market these days.
Yep. Out of a
It's
job.
Hard to find work.
Tough to be an Oracle, man, on Habitation Station. Ever since Zerg started making spore crawlers, it's been a rough time.
Yep. Essentially.
They've been looking into, looking at work as detectors instead of harassment.
Yeah, no one wants that kind of work. There's no fun in that kind of work.
The thing is, it's also really hard to be an Oracle because Phoenixes can also serve the same scouting role. Phoenixes come out of Stargate taking all the Oracle's jobs, man. It's real tough.
Yep. No, I agree completely, actually.
And once Hallucination became a free research, man, they were totally out of luck.
They might as well retire.
Might as well retire.
Bring back the Corsairs.
They need to move back. They need to move to the PVT region where they can.
They can still make stuff work.
They can still make it work.
And we see a very fast third base. Well, not very fast, but reasonably fast from Swagger. Kind of getting map control with the Phoenix, going into 3 gates with the +1. So he's going to be ready for any kind of Zergling denial on that third. And he's going to scout it exactly with the Phoenix as well.
Well, Hydralisk, the unit of choice here for Solar. Swagger's playing pretty straight up here. Did not expect this.
Yeah, he's actually playing a very, very standard game here. Going straight into Colossus from Phoenix. So, yeah. Couldn't be more kind of a standard stock sort of build. Nothing crazy, no crazy all-in. Wants to show a macro game here.
4 Phoenixes. 5th one on the way is going to come across the map eventually, and they're going to start doing some harass. Even with those Spore Crawlers, they can take some hits on that shields. Yeah,
you can ignore Spore Crawlers to a point with Phoenix. Like, if there's only one, like, you can literally sit there and spend all your energy, and if your micro is good enough, you won't lose any real hit points.
This is pretty aggressive. He's following this up with a bunch of Lings as well. He's going for an attack.
Yeah, actually.
And
like do we have any Colossus out yet?
Not yet, but I think the first one is about to be queued if it's not started already, because the bay's got to be finished by now.
Well, if it's not even queued at this point, he could very well lose a third.
Okay, it's about a third of the way done here. The Lings should be able to help control this ramp while the Hydras come in to fight. He could actually just be super aggressive here and fight the Sentry straight up with no Colossi, but they're the force fields.
Very nice. Forces force field. Oh, doesn't want to actually trade with that third base.
Oh, there's a hole. The Lings slip through.
So slippery.
But actually, now we can try to trap them in.
He can actually
that might have been a mistake.
Yeah, that's a big mistake. And he's actually going for a trade here, which is really interesting.
The Hydras don't quite have the range to hit those units, even with the Lings for vision, and this is looking pretty good for a killer, honestly.
Fire. So it looks like you're going to transition into air, but I mean, the Phoenix is still on the map. They haven't been killed at all. They haven't been whittled down to a smaller number, so it can be hard.
I think he's going to go.
Transition.
I think he's going to go Corruptor here, just straight up with these Hydras.
I'm thinking so too, considering we're seeing Roach speed as well as Hydra speed upgraded.
Yeah. I think he's just going to go right into Corruptors, as many as he can afford.
Like, yeah, I think that'd be probably the best option from what he sees.
Ooh,
gets one. And there's the Corruptors. Good call, Wolf.
Yeah.
Good call. I like it.
I'm just still thinking about that sound Wolf made.
Put that on the Wolf soundboard. There needs to be a Wolf soundboard.
That would be great.
I was thinking about, you know, like the Homestar Runner soundboard. This is one for Wolf, where like all the phrases I say before you go into games and how I introduce the players and then all the players' names. You can just make your own sentences.
And every time it's tied up, there's like a million different soundboards.
Oh, that would never have to. Those things are all tied up, just like, and then you'd have to make your own after that.
Yeah.
Now the range is done here. So this is a kind of tough engagement to take as the Zerg. I mean,
it is very hard with these choke points here.
He has a massive army, but it's the choke points, the sentries. He only has 3 sentries.
That's probably the biggest deal here. He has really cut a lot of gas, and
there's no stalkers here.
Actually,
no stalkers.
There's nothing to deal with this. There's no stalkers.
Those are some delicious colossi.
Wow.
He identified this straight away and just went straight for the colossi.
And he can just crush all these elves.
And now
kills the third base. This is actually perfect, and he's going to get such an easy win from this, I think.
It's 200 supplied to 100 right now.
He really wants to go up this ramp, but I feel like he could just kill the the third.
Well, I think he might actually just do both.
He's just going to split and do both. I mean, there's a lot of stalkers being warped in here, so he can't get too crazy. But he's attacking everywhere and putting down 2 macro hatcheries, proxy hatcheries.
Well, that's the end of the story here, right? I mean,
that's what happens when you don't make stalkers, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I thought he had a lot more, but I guess he had a grand total of 0 there.
I'm actually really surprised about that.
I was pretty greedy to cut the gas on that.
Complete cut on gas.
I think you just really didn't expect this.
I didn't expect him to just fly in and kill them. I thought that'd be something to kind of ward them off, but no.
GG.
GG. Wow. What
Solar takes game number 2.
What a convincing game there.
Yeah, taking that momentum back away from MVP. And, you know, the Protoss killer in Solar is alive today. Looking very strong. Is he going to do another ceremony?
I think they're trying to get him to slide.
Do another slide, man. Win another $500.
That's really got to hurt his knees, though, man. You can't.
It's going to ruin the pants as well.
Yeah, they're white pants. Actually, are they?
They're black.
No, they're black.
They're black pants.
They're black.
I thought they were white pants.
Like, come on, man, do it. On,
I couldn't see, like, move as small as possible. Don't touch me. Sorry, man. They've got white patches on them, and still you don't want green on your black.
That's true.
Do you? Do you want green on your black? I don't think you do.
I don't think green goes with black very well.
No, except on that razor pad. It looks
like,
quite nice.
Dark, yeah, it looks kind of nice. Dark green wouldn't be too bad.
Nah, well, I mean, let's be real. It's fake grass here. I think.
Does it still stain?
I don't think so.
No.
Don't think so. Would have to go with a big no on that.
Yeah. Okay, all right.
It's really about the dirt, I think, that helps grass stains in real life, like in real grass.
In real life?
In real life.
Okay.
Because like in a video game, for example, or in virtual reality, when you get grass stains, it's just made by coding in computers. That's not really about the dirt.
Good point. Good point.
And the soil. So, Solar, I don't know, weird arm wrestling match there for a second or something. Now finds his seat.